So much drama in the MSP, of course, as the rumors swirl. Oh, Sean McVay, is he going to retire? How does that affect Kevin O'Connell to the Vikings, where it's been reported by everyone and their mom, everyone reputable, Pelissero, Schefter, Garofalo, and NFL Network reporters even asking Justin friggin' Jefferson about, oh, what's it like going to be Kevin O'Connell as your head coach, right? Now, could he go back on his word, even though, has he given it? Right? But there's reasons why. There's lots of questions why he hasn't been officially announced. Super Bowl has been done for a day and a half. Like, you could just put out the press release. Kevin O'Connell going to be the head coach. So what is going on? We have the top 10 reasons why KOC hasn't been officially named head coach yet. Some of them are legit. Some of them are just for the LOLs. It is what it is. Oh, number 11. He's trying to get 50 Cent down from being inverted. Nah. All right, so number 10. Reason why KOC ain't here yet. He's still in his cups, where, you know, winning a championship, especially your first one, national title, Premier League Cup, winning the Super League, whatever, you're going to celebrate. You're going to have a good time. You're not going to sleep. You're going to maybe have a couple of beverages or two, and not to go down ethnic and cultural stereotypes, but, you know, a guy named O'Connell, you know, he could probably throw back a pint or two. I think that hanging out with KOC would be a good time. And, you know, we could make that joke because we make fun of ourselves too. Asian stereotypes wise, I buck the trend, man. I go against stereotypes because I have a very, very long track record of being a good driver. Nailed it. Number 9 reason why Kevin O'Connell ain't here yet. He loves free parade candy. I mean, because the Rams Super Bowl parade is Wednesday, and every parade, they just throw out candy. Like, they just throw it into the street like it's nothing, and you can pick it up and you can take them home. It's like the ducks at the park. You can take them home. All right, so he's going to get his sweet tarts on, man. Number 8. So this is quasi-legit. Leveraging the Vikings, where I don't want to go down the cynical rabbit hole, but he just won a Super Bowl. So that certainly ups his price. And being a first-time head coach, you're going to be coming in at the bottom. Like, Zach Taylor is the lowest paid coach in the league. He was making like $3.95 million a year, where he sees the embarrassment that happened with the whole Harbaugh debacle. Part of that was more on Harbaugh thinking that it was a done deal, right? But the Vikings, in some Vikings fans' mind, like, they still missed out on Jim Harbaugh. Right? And Kevin O'Connell sees the situation. How embarrassing would it be if the Vikings missed out on their top 2 head coaching choices, or perceived top 2, right? It would be pretty bad. It's like when Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and Ryan Poles were the final 2, and Poles took the Bears job. And then Kwesi, I mean, it took a while for the official announcement on Kwesi to be GM, because I think that he leveraged a little bit there, whether it's control over the draft room, control over the roster, control over who's going to be the head coach, even just flat out money. I think that Kevin O'Connell understands that he has all the leverage here with the Vikings, and also he just won a Super Bowl, so maybe it's like maybe a little bit more, right? Next up, reason number 7 why Kevin O'Connell is not here with the Vikings yet. Stuck in traffic on the 405. And now, if you've been in LA for any period of time, traffic is rough. And also, it's a mess. Maybe they're just clearing out the Super Bowl now, man. Although, hell, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood's right next to the airport. Why didn't you just get on a plane? Like, you could have been back for the Super Bowl parade, man. Take that jet, the Wilf Express. Take that jet up to MSP. Be like, what's up, baby? I'm here. We're going to win a dozen Super Bowls. I'm going back for the parade, and then I'm going to be back. Hold on. I'm going to go to REI. I'm going to go buy all the North Face. Actually, he played in New England and New York, so he knows cold weather. Anyway, he's going to do that. Number 6, reason why Kevin O'Connell is not officially the Vikings head coach yet. Yes, he's waiting to see if Sean McVay retires. But, you know, if McVay does step away, and we talked about the reasons why he could potentially step away, whether it's money, whether it's fiance, whether it's everything. If Kevin O'Connell sees the Rams, who just won a Super Bowl, they're going to keep the bulk of their nucleus together, and he's like, hey, you know, I can take over here. I can win a couple more Super Bowls. Like, McVay can be Bill Walsh. I'll come in as George Seifert, even though Seifert was a DC, and we'll just keep this thing rolling. It is a possibility. And even if behind closed doors, like, the Vikings offered Kevin O'Connell the job, he accepted the job and on a handshake deal or virtual handshake deal. If nothing's signed, nothing's signed. And this could be a Josh McDaniels Colt situation. And that makes me very sad because I've been fully all in on Kevin O'Connell. But hey, if KOC goes to the Rams or sticks with the Rams after McVay retires, Raheem Morris, come on in, man. You're our first choice. Absolutely, man. Next up, number 5. Kevin O'Connell's going to pull a Favre. Kevin O'Connell's only 36 years old, and he was in the league for a handful of years, was a third-round pick, 6'5", 225. He's got a cannon for an arm, and he's like, all these older quarterbacks getting a little bit of run, and the dearth of quarterback play around the league. He's looking at Pittsburgh. He's looking at Cleveland. He's looking at Denver. He's like, well, do I want to come back to the league? I don't know why Kevin O'Connell, born and raised in Southern California, has a Mississippi accent. Don't at me. But, well, do I want to come back? I could. He sees Tom Brady's ass playing until he's 44, 45. Brady also is going to play this year, by the way. Kevin O'Connell's like, I'm 8-9 years younger than them. I can come back and sling it. I can play. I'm a pilot. I can fly. Come on. Next up, reason number 4 for why KOC isn't here yet with the Vikings. Waiting till his kids are old enough to be his co-regional defensive coordinator. He's waiting for the nepotism. Now, I don't know if Kevin O'Connell has kids or not, but he's just waiting until they rise up. So he's like, all right, so you're my linebacker / co-defensive coordinator coach. Yeah, get it on. Next up, number 3 reason why KOC ain't here yet. He's scared about the NFC North. Even with the hauled out corpse of Aaron Rodgers potentially staying in Green Bay, and then they're going to lose everyone, including Devontae Adams. He's like, oh, I don't know if I can compete with that. Or the Bears with Matt Eberflus, who sounds like an IKEA toilet, and Justin Fields, who's going to be ruined by Andrew Giannacco. Nah, just kidding. I love me some Giannacco. That one sort of hurt. The Lions are still a couple years away, even though they're starting to get things together. The NFC North might be the most wide open division in all of the National Football League, especially if Aaron Rodgers leaves, which I think is still on the table. But he's like, I don't know if I can do it. That's too much pressure to win the division title. I'll just stay in LA and have that pressure of following up Sean McVay. Right. Reason number 2 why Kevin O'Connell ain't here yet. At TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill, they're still trying to air out the Jim Harbaugh milk farts. Where, hey, as an Asian, I understand lactose isn't everyone's thing. And even though Jim Harbaugh, he's drinking milk with steak. He's having some milk steak. As he get older, that ability to process lactose, that breaks down, man. And Jim Harbaugh drinking 2 gallons of milk in his interview, which he thought was a coronation, that adds up. Especially, he's on the diesel. Jim Harbaugh's on the whole milk. Not so much. Lastly, number 1 reason why Kevin O'Connell ain't here yet with the Vikings, he's waiting until I-35 construction is done. So, hey, in 2042, we'll finally have our man. And I'm just waiting. So say they even miss out on Raheem Morris too. So I can't wait until the Wilfs and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah are up there at the podium introducing Mike Pettin as their new head coach. Like, Mike Pettin was the man that we wanted all along. Don't put that evil on my Ricky Bobby. But you just have to laugh. You have to smile through it, because if you really thought about it, you would never stop crying. Like, you would die of dehydration and loss of electrolytes. How much you cry, how tragic this team can be sometimes. But we're still here because we believe. But anyways, let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. The top 10 reasons why Kevin O'Connell has not been officially named the Vikings head coach yet. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.